Dixie Arrows are a pretty interesting site. It's exciting because it is one of the more popular dive sites out here, and it has been frequented by divers for many years. And one of the reasons is because of how much structure there is on the site, and the other is because of its depth. It's only at about 90 feet of water, so it attracts an abundance of life and is it's in very good water, very clear and accessible for the diving community. Historically, it also represents sort of the typical story of the merchant vessel. It was a tanker that was sunk by the U-71, and it was torpedoed off of Cape Hatteras. And there's actually some excellent photographs of it actually sinking with the smoke billowing out, and so it's one of those things that sort of typifies the Battle of the Atlantic as a merchant loss. As a dive site, the Dixie Arrow is excellent. Again, it's relatively contiguous from stem to stern. At the stern, there is a prop, a large rudder post that sticks up, and just forward of that is the engine and the boiler space, which is possibly the most exciting part of the dive. It comes up, there's a lot of structure, it sits about 30 feet off the water, and it becomes an aggregate site for bait fish, sharks, and all sorts of other fish that are schooling around the area. That's probably the most exciting part of the dive. Forward of that is basically the main cargo hold, and for probably about 100 feet there's little relief, but you see it's sort of disarticulated debris field that is on both the port and starboard side, and the main section of the hull, you just sort of see the flooring of the ship until you get up to another section that has similar relief to the engine and boiler space. The bow section, the forward bulkhead and the bow are still relatively intact and stand again about 25 feet off the bottom. This is another sort of oasis in the area where there's a large aggregate of marine life and structure. I think what's surprising to me as an archaeologist is that these sites have been dived for, in many cases, over 30 years. They've been popular dive sites, but they still have so much on them that is there to see and there to enjoy and really experience as part of our history in a way that you couldn't do anywhere else. So it's the richness of the sites is what really stands out, and oddly enough, the longer that you stay on the site, the more these things start to sort of pop out at you.